Good to have you, Sai, in the office after a long time. Looking good. See, you came into an association with Live Connections exactly when LiveC was in its 25th year, and you started that M25, and which we took it over as E26 later on. How was your experience working with LiveC and its employees?
Thanks, Don. Thanks for giving this opportunity. 30 years is a huge milestone, and I would like to start by congratulating each one of you, right? Because Live C, as it says, we place people first. So living up to that expectation, my journey with Live C has been fabulous because they always put their employees or their associates, so to say, first at everything. And essentially your job is also to place people first, so that is something that I loved about the organization. They put people before anything else, so I think that's a big learning for me. Always put your people first, because people make organization, and organization makes money for itself and the people. So I think that's one learning from Live C that I have learned over the years.
Going forward, Sai, where do you think Live C? You've been following our social media, you've been associated, you speak to some of us regularly on a regular basis. What do you see Live C in the next, say, 5 years or 10 years? How do you see Live C growing? What's your POV on that?
See, 30 years, I'm sure, Hema will be the right person to say, you would have seen the ups and the downs of the downs, right? So if you have traveled this far, the next 5 years is all about doing what has worked for us well, right? And, not doing things that are not really going well for us. So that, I think, is something that Live C should look at taking forward. And for the associates, every one of us at Live C, most important thing is your attitude, right? Essentially, I think every one of us should have the positive attitude towards our work life, and we should work beyond everything else and focus on only getting the greater good going, and automatically each one of us will grow in life. That I think is the only I believe Live C needs today. The attitude, the positive attitude, the attitude towards growth, and that should, if at all required, should change in Live C in the next 5 to 10 years. I think that is the key element, and I wish every one of the associates all the very best in this journey. We are in India, which is now pivoting and growing, and I want you all to be part of this success story. So all the best for every Live C here, and let's put people first.
Thanks, Sai. That is very motivating, Sai. As usual, you are very motivating. Thanks, Sai. We'll keep meeting you for the next 10-15 years regularly.
Thanks.
Catch ya. Bye-bye.